Hello, friends.
Hello.
Welcome to That's Pretty Crafty. Look, there's a different person here.
There's a different person here. And apparently their name is That's Pretty Crafty.art.
You know what? I got us in the right places, and that's as good as it's getting today.
That's all that matters.
I only have so many screens. I forgot to ask Adam for other ones that he'd had that I haven't put in. Hi, Tiana.
That's fine. Hi, Tiana. I got your name right.
And E. Look, all of our friends.
So many friends.
Oh, hey, E.
So I think I might have fixed the sound problems, but if I didn't, let me know.
What was the problem with the sound again? Oh, we had weird reverberation bullshit.
It wasn't picking you up except through my microphone instead of through the computer, and it was just a hot mess, but I think I've got it sorted.
That's right.
Crossing our fingers.
I did forget that. Hello.
Hello. This is That's Pretty Crafty.
Yes.
I think I said that already.
That's Pretty Crafty. I'm DB, that's Danie, and this is my wonderful girlfriend, Star.
Yay! So glad to have a guest today.
Yes.
Hi,
Danie.
I am excited to
hi, Mom.
paint and blather on about D&D. Let's do this.
Yes. Let's blather. Well, first we'll start with what we've been working on, because that's what we do.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta pull the chat closer, because it's all the way over there, and I can't see shit.
Yeah, it's that
Not to mention, I've not been using my glasses for the last week. I don't know.
Maybe you should do that?
Probably going to make your eyesight a little bit more comfortable.
The glasses are basically out of prescription, so I just need to go back.
Well,
because
there's also an important thing to do.
Yeah, there's too much of the put it on my head kind of thing. Yeah, so I need to go get an eye appointment done.
You know, of course, as soon as we start, the dog is up at the top of the stairs waiting for me to bring her down, because if she comes down on her own, she's going to slide on her belly and hurt herself. So if one of you would like to start talking about what you've been working on, I'm going to go retrieve the dog. I'll be right back.
Sure. Well, I have gotten to day 5 of the advent calendar that I got in November.
Oh, yeah, it was November.
Yeah. But I didn't, I'm not fast enough to knit every day for it to, so it's going to be like several months. And I also have to take out the row that I just did because I miscounted at some point. It's fine.
Counting is hard, man.
I'm used to it, but, so here it is.
Ooh.
Yes, we're now into this weird pink thing with black speckles.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is going to be a real long scarf.
Yes.
For my mother. And then I haven't really worked on anything else because I went on vacation.
It happens.
And I was down in Georgia with the lovely.
With this gremlin.
Yay!
The lovely.
Gremlin.
And I got to see both of you in person, which was really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We gotta tell that story. That was very funny.
So Danie was like, hey, let's go eat at a park because Rona, obvi. Right. And Star and I decided to drive to the park just to check it out to see like if it was open or whatever. We get up there and it is surrounded by a graveyard.
I didn't know this.
And I call Danie and I'm like, hey, buddy.
And she said exactly that.
Did you mean for us to be eating in a graveyard?
Nope.
And the hysterical laughter I got from Danie on the phone.
It was not the plan.
And she was like, "Oh, we're at Burger King. Why don't you guys just stay there and we'll figure this out?" And
we were already gone.
Yeah, we have to go get our food, so we will meet you back there. It was very lovely, but we did get to watch a guy dig a grave.
Yeah. What was the weirdest thing? Because it was like not even an acre, not even an acre worth of like park. There was like the weird concession stand with the picnic tables, and then there was the stage and the bathrooms and the grills, and that was it.
Oh, there were bathrooms there?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah. Yeah, that building that was next to us. I walked over there to see what it was. It was bathrooms.
Well,
Like,
I
it
needed
really
to use the
seemed-
bathroom after lunch,
no.
and I just held it.
Oh,
You could have told me.
We went over to the gas station.
Oh yeah, that's
anyway,
right.
So
Yeah.
but no,
I don't know if I would want to use those bathrooms anyway, because there's
No.
no telling how used they are.
Yeah. But no, I did not intend for us to have lunch in a cemetery.
with the dead.
It was the most metal thing.
But I went back and I looked at the pictures on Google, and they had taken the
Yeah,
picture
she
so
did.
that the sign was positioned right in front of the side of the little concession thing, so it covered all the headstones. So it just looked like a sign and a little concession area with like the park tables. I'm like, this looks great.
Yeah,
That will teach me to pay attention more and like investigate more. But
the
it
other
was
thing was-
nice. It was very peaceful.
It was nice.
Yeah.
There was no
The
one
other
else
thing-
around.
The other thing about it though is it kept like the road that we had to drive on to get to it. It was like cemetery use only, and I was
Yeah.
like, but
Yeah, we were like, wait, what's this? Where's the
But-
cemetery?
yeah. And then we drove up and we're like, oh fuck,
There it is. Okay.
oh, well. And they even have like a little sign at the road that's like the park this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So
And
the
then
it's
park,
a
also the
fucking
cemetery.
park.
it was a
The
park.
cemetery was like so much bigger, and it was surrounded it on at least 3 sides.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was just a little park. It wasn't a cemetery park. It was just a
It
park.
was a very
It had
small
like
park.
a pavilion
So-
with lights, like little fairy
Yeah.
light type things, like a dance floor looking area. I'm like, okay.
It was very small.
Yeah, it was
great
the
for very
weirdest-
small birthday parties.
Yes.
It was the weirdest fucking thing, but it was fun. We had a good time.
We did.
Danie, what are you working on? Sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. So
move
I've
on.
been working away on my little cowl thing, my
Oh yeah.
podcast cowl, because we had an
thought
eclipse
that was
recording. So,
Oh, did you?
You
When
know,
was that?
it-
Yesterday?
no, that was last week on Thursday.
Oh.
We record on Thursdays. So there was that.
Sweet.
I have been working on my project for our other show, Crits and Knits. So I'm getting a decent amount done. I'm past the patterny section with the nifty little
It
lace
makes
thing.
one of us.
That's fine. That's what we talk about on Crits and Knits, so I won't talk about that too much. But that is something I've been working on. And then the other thing I've been working on is also from Kino Knits.
Oh
And I'm allowed to share it. There's so much string coming off of this because I decided to knit 2 at a time using 2 skeins, but I didn't read far enough ahead to realize that I was supposed to leave the main color attached when I did this section of the alternate color. So I've got 4 strands of yarn all connected to 2
Oopsies.
balls.
Oopsies.
But it's socks. It's a test knit of her step up pattern of socks.
Oh, you're gonna be giving
So-
those away.
Yes, they're for my nieces.
They're not. So
They're-
Danie needs very specific socks. They have to match.
I do
always.
need my
Oh.
socks to match.
That's fair. That's fair.
Me, on the other hand, I'm just over here like, oh, this is a sock and this is a sock. Neither one has a hole
we
in
go.
it. Yay.
Yep. But those are, I'm not going to go into too much detail on those because they're a test knit, but they're
fair, yes.
due end of next week. So I'm going to get them done this weekend, I think.
I'm never gonna be able to test knit for anybody. I'm not fast enough.
Eventually you will. And you will be smarter than I am, and you will choose projects with longer deadlines and not 2 of them at once.
That is fair. I will not be doing this. Oh, hey, you have to have this done in a month. Thing.
Right.
Not
Unless
until
it's
I'm
something
like-
that's like little. Yeah.
Star, what have you been working on?
So, I've been doing digital art.
Yes.
That's the thing. There's an illustration for our Altered Carbon game Anthropocene that I've been working on for since like December, but also I stopped working on it for a while there.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was November because I started it when I was at your house for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm almost done with that. I stopped a little bit today because I needed to finish up a character, an NPC image for NA by Night.
Mm-hmm.
Did that super quick.
Yes.
As far as miniature painting, I haven't painted a mini in a very, very long time. Not very, very long time, but longer than usual because I just haven't really had a need to because all my games are online now.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
But speaking of painting minis, that is what we are doing today is painting stuff. Star has minis, and DB and I have dice towers.
Honkin' dice towers. Wait,
Ooh.
I feel like I got like crazy, like huge detail. Like, what the fuck, Danie?
That thing's so big.
Why
It's
this one?
so big.
They're about the same size.
Yeah, I feel like mine has way more detail. What happened?
Hers.
But I've
Yeah,
got a
no,
lot
you-
of detail in it too.
Danny's got like all the textures and stuff. DB's is like solid. That is solid
I
printed
could hurt
plastic.
somebody with
Yeah,
this.
there's a lot of plastic in this. There's a lot. I did not do the best job ever of prepping it. So I got a lot of really good advice from my friend Ben, who plays Rooster on the Redacted Reports. You should check them out. They come out on Wednesdays, so there'll be a new episode out tomorrow. And he gave me
other things. What are you doing?
I do this shit all the time, man. But he gave me a lot of really great advice, which I then promptly ignored because I waited to the last minute. And
Of course.
What was it advice for?
So-
like for painting or?
yes, especially for painting 3D printed stuff, because I've actually printed a bunch of stuff and sent it to him for cosplay things that he does. And so he's got a lot of experience putting them together, getting them all prepped and everything. So if I had done this properly, I would have spent a lot more time sanding all the pieces, because you can definitely see the print lines in a lot of this. I would have
That's
made
fair.
sure that they all lined up really nicely. I mean, they're lined up, but there are some gaps. He did recommend that I use a fill primer.
Okay.
Like an auto body primer,
Oh, okay.
because it will fill in the gaps that I miss with the sanding. And that if I wanted to really go for it, I could get some Bondo and put that in any of the bigger gaps and sand that down.
Jesus.
So what you'll find a lot of like hobby stores and stuff specifically for miniatures is what's called green stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, where you got the blue and like the yellow and you mix it together and it
together.
becomes green and you can like
Shove it
I've
in all the
used
little
green
places.
stuff a lot. I use it to like you can use it to fill in gaps on miniatures and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, but also I have used it to actually sculpt stuff.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, that's the elbows to my girl.
Yeah, actually,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So actually, I have a really good example of it. Well, okay, so I don't think you're gonna be able to see. But you see how like the top of the arm has a band between it and the other.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's green stuff.
these are not her original arms.
Oh, okay.
This is not the original body. This
Okay.
is a chimera that I have pieced together
Nice.
from 4 different miniatures.
Awesome.
This is not the first time I've done this either.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'd had more time and started when I should have started months ago, but that's fine. You know, this is going to be for me, and it's going to be for
Yeah,
fun.
exactly. Yeah.
You
And
could put a little bird on the perch thing.
I
Like, just
could,
get a little.
but that would be a giant bird relative to like the size of everything.
Well, it depends on the bird.
I suppose. I'm thinking
You can
about
have a bunch
doing,
of little birds.
I
Little
could.
tiny birds.
I was thinking about doing a flag.
Oh yeah.
Like
So
embroidering
one of the
something?
things that happened when Star. Oh, what happened, Star? Did it break?
I may or may not have broken off Uriel's arm. I'm going to address that in a
fine.
moment. I'm doing a thing where I find painting these to be easier when you put them on something to hold.
Yeah.
Right.
Army Painter actually released a miniature holder.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a handle thing, but this works just as well.
Yeah.
But I was trying to put this miniature onto this bottle, and I
Broke
Crushed
your
her
Made
arm.
an oops.
it's fine.
It's fine. I do have an extra roof thing.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out where each thing was supposed to go.
It's
I knew that there was
fine.
some kind of pattern,
Yeah.
but I didn't figure you were going to be too concerned about it.
No, I'm not. And the thing is I think I found where it goes.
Well, okay, no. So there is an extra spot at the bottom, but that's not what goes there. I think
No, no,
whatever
no.
goes there, I put in a different spot.
Yeah, no, I think I
Yep.
found the one that I think I found the one that it was supposed to go in that other spot.
Oh, okay.
Is what I mean. But it's all glued down. We have a question from the chat, Star.
A question.
What do you stick them to holder with?
So this is actually just very cheap poster tack.
Oh,
oh, like the
So
blue
it's
stuff?
that I don't have blue stuff. I have like kind of a white creamy kind of stuff.
Okay.
Like it's literally just that stuff that you kind of like you pick off. I have the piece. Hang on.
I don't even know where I want to start with this thing. It's so
So this is what I
flippin'
use.
huge.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
Oh
backwards or-
yeah.
Yeah, so it comes in like a sheet. You break off a piece of it. You knead it a little bit in your hands, and then it becomes stickier. This poster tack that's on about 3 or 4 bottles that I have here that I've used multiple times has been spray painted multiple times, and then you squeeze it on up, and it gets all squeezed
squishy.
away. I don't know. It still works. Yeah.
I think I want
Durable.
windows to have yellow to look like they have light coming from
Okay,
them.
let me fix this. Real
Yellow
quick.
flame? I'm looking at bright yellow. What is the difference?
So I will say, as a word of warning, you want your paint to be very thin because it will get very, very goopy very quick.
Yeah,
Especially with acrylic, because acrylic dries fast.
that is true.
That is fair. Thanks, Star.
Especially when you're working with like minis. Not quite
Yes,
as big a
yeah.
concern with these dice towers, I don't think.
True. With like something this small, we have like very small details and stuff.
Yeah.
So does Uriel need to have her arm removed?
What? Like in game?
Yeah, because you
It's-
broke her arm off.
I'm
Is that
about
a
to fix it. Unless you want me to cut your arm off.
No,
like
I
Rainer.
do not. I don't need one arm puns happening to my poor girl.
One of the
Hey
one-
Johnny, fuck
Uh-oh.
off.
What's Johnny saying?
He said, DB, the color is probably the difference. Duh. Because I said, what is the difference between yellow flame and bright yellow? They're like, they're not even a shade difference. And then Johnny said, take both the arms off. Don't do that, please.
The other one might be coming off a little bit too.
I mean, if
fine.
you're for fixing the mini, yes. In game, no.
No, I'm trying to. Okay, so I'm gonna look really weird for the rest of the stream as I use my actual light.
Do what you
That look
gotta.
better.
That's okay. You need to actually be able to see what you're doing.
Yes.
I'm realizing that my microphone wire is gonna be in the way.
That's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, I may have to shift a little. It's fine. It be what it do.
Is
I'll
that how
just
I
get
have
paint
this?
on everything. Who gives a
Yes, that's how I had this. Oh, okay, cool. My finger is stuck. That's fine.
What is your finger
Are
stuck
you
on,
super
Star?
gluing stuff?
Urail. Yes, I have the cyanocrylate
Yep.
hobby glue that dries within 5 minutes. There we
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
And so my finger was stuck there for a second. So yeah,
That's-
I think I might have to just pull this off and then glue it. Yeah,
Later.
that's what I'm gonna have to do. No, I'm just gonna stick a little drop of glue in here and then just hold it down and it'll be all good. And we just
fine.
we'll just not paint her for a few minutes. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Are you working on your rail tonight?
So what I like to do when I'm working on small stuff like this is I like to have 2 at a time so that I can paint
Ah.
on one and then
Let
set it
stuff
to
dry.
dry, paint to the next one, let it dry,
Smart.
paint it. Okay.
So the nice thing about having a large piece like this is that there should be enough sections that I can move to a different section if I need
$5. $5. DB finds a way to draw blood somehow. No, I will not. God.
to.
I actually,
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's still any good because I haven't used it in a long time, but I actually have a Citadel effect paint called Blood for the Blood God that looks like wet blood when it dries.
Nice.
Ooh, that's so cool.
Don't know if I'm going to use that, but oh, that's dumb.
I don't know if we can see my scar.
Oh, what did you do?
That's from the hot glue gun.
Oh, oh my God.
Oh my
honey.
god.
Yeah, I know, right? That was fun. But that's okay. Chicks dig scars and all that, and I've looked at it and I'm like, actually I do kind of dig that. It's a nice little round one. It's kind of cute. But yeah. So just a PSA, folks, make sure you're careful when you're using your hot glue guns. Ow.
Or don't, you know.
No,
You
no,
can't
be
control
careful.
your life. or don't. I mean, shit. Burn yourselves. Do what you
There we
want.
No, don't get us like canceled and kicked off of Twitch and stuff. Just
I'm not. How is telling people to do what they want gonna get us canceled?
Because you're
You'd
telling
be
them
surprised.
not to be careful. You got to give practical advice. People are dumb.
You're not wrong.
There we go.
I mean, Johnny's in the chat, so.
Dude.
Listen, if he's gonna be a little shit, I'm gonna be. Show it again, please, Danie. Your scar.
My scar.
99% of
There we
glue
go.
gun is plastic. Don't touch the other 1%.
Well, this was actually glue.
That was glue.
So what had happened was, I had a piece that sort of half fell off, and I had already put glue on the next piece, so I put the piece down, and as I was trying to deal with the piece that had fallen, I accidentally stuck my hand to the one that was waiting, and it took off a goodly chunk of skin.
Oh, honey.
So that was super fun. But, you know, I work
Look.
with doctors and nurses, so I'm fine.
There's a light in that tower.
There's a light.
Over at the Frankenstein place.
This is just me forgetting to grab the paints that I need.
I
Fairy tends to have really interesting colors.
am very excited to go back and finish watching the stream that I started watching last night but fell asleep in the middle of.
What stream?
It was a Quest and Chaos stream where Lady
nice.
Bedivere was running a game that she has written. And
Oh.
I want to finish watching it and then I want to play it because it just
Ooh.
was a lot of fun. So I'm not going to give away too many details other than if you want to watch it, it should be up on Quest and Chaos. And once that
Were they
game is
running it
available,
last night?
yeah, they ran it last night.
Oh, yeah, we raided them.
I say, yeah, isn't that the one that we hopped in on after NA by night?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I am not able to stay awake for the entirety of any of their Monday night streams, unfortunately. So.
Oh, Tiana, I don't know what you said that the moderator would have deleted it, honey.
Oh, probably
Links.
links because Adam
Oh.
has not fixed that yet.
We will get Adam to fix that eventually.
Damn it, Clancy.
Damn it, Clancy. Oh, God.
Well, no, there's a light is stuck on my head.
You started that shit.
Yeah, I know.
So you can't get mad at me this time.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying
I
it's in my
know.
head
Just
now.
making a statement of fact.
I can put a different song stuck in your head.
No.
Don't.
No.
Don't. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, you do.
I don't, and that's fine. Still don't.
I don't know if it would bother you as much, Danie, but I've heard DB say this
I'm
So
so sorry.
many times.
It's because it easily gets stuck in my head.
Everything gets stuck in your head, DB.
You're not wrong.
I got a friend of mine to listen to Crits and Knits,
Oh gosh.
and
Yeah.
she has now subbed to the network, so go us.
Nice.
But I forgot how on fire we were with the comments last week during the knitting section. Oof.
I need to go back and listen to take notes and put them in our lore drop. I know that you said there's not a lot, but I still need to do it because I promised I would.
That's fine. And we appreciate that. GooseCon! Oh yes, we should talk about GooseCon, because, you know, that's a thing.
Yeah, dates
hoping.
pending.
Dates pending, because
Things just
life
keep
is
changing.
complicated, man.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have dates for you at some point, and it will be in the fall,
Yep.
and it's going to be in Cincinnati,
Yep.
and it's going to be at that one place that I can't remember the name of.
Duke Energy Convention Center.
Yes.
That one place with the thing.
There is a Kickstarter for it, so
Yes,
if you
please go
want to
Kickstarter.
come meet all the geese.
Hi everyone, I hope you all had a radiant, beautiful day. Oh, that is very nice and very
Well,
poetic.
hello. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know who that is.
I don't know. But yay! That is
Sometimes
very
we just
sweet.
have people come into our chat and they're very nice, and I'm just like, stop being nice to me.
Aw, no, keep being nice to us. We appreciate
You
it.
deserve nice.
You deserve
Nah.
nice.
Meh.
It's confusing and
Nope.
upsetting, but you deserve it.
It is confusing and upsetting. That's usually the problem. Is I'm like, I don't know how to react.
But no, we're fun and we make cool stuff and we entertain people.
Danie prints giant
Yes.
towers for us to paint.
Yes.
For
That I
you
will-
to paint.
For me to paint.
I mean, I could print them for you too, Star, if you want.
Wait, no, I
no,
am
back
good.
up.
I was gonna say actually. No, I was gonna say actually because I have my dice tower right here.
That is the
Let
one
me
that
pull up
started.
my-
Pretty.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. You can see it better right here. We can see the actual
Ooh,
colors.
Yeah. That's pretty.
Right. I love it.
It's one of those things
Very
you don't
fun.
need a lot of dice towers. We're going to pretend that I don't
No.
already have others, but that's fine.
You
Back
have others.
before I got this one, I would use. I have a goblet that someone I went to college with in the ceramics class made,
Oh,
and
cool.
it's older. It's older and it's broken, so it actually has
Oh.
like a it has a like a chunk out of one side, and it's cracked, and it looks really neat. And so what I would do is I would make my rolls in that cup,
Uh-huh.
and they made a really nice, like a really really
Very
satisfying sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, so other players would be like, "Oh shit,"
Yep.
because I would use it. I would use it when I was DMing.
Ooh, I should use this for crits and knits. Maybe I need to make a lighthouse in the town.
Oh, that'd be neat. Oh, that's not what I want.
Oh, except they don't
That's
live
what I want.
on the water, so I guess that won't really work.
No, we live on like a river.
Yeah, there's a river.
I am getting yellow paint everywhere and I'm mad about it. But I think it's yellow, so at least it'll hopefully.
You think it's yellow?
I mean, I hope it's yellow, so I hope that it will like cover well.
Ah.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, yeah, it totally will.
You may need to mix some white in with it since you have a gray base in order to kind of like
Make it pop.
solidify that color, make that character a bit. God damn it, color, color. To make the color more obvious instead of kind of having a translucent over gray look to it.
I didn't think about that, and I'm already several windows in.
That's okay. You
can
can
always
just do
go
a
back.
second coat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing anyway.
I have an unfair advantage. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I went to 4 years of art school, so
That's fair. It's about to... Oh god.
I heard that.
I stopped myself.
What?
Nothing.
Shit, there it is. Okay,
Listen, I didn't say it at all while I was in your house, so
you did it. Wait, no, wasn't there once where you almost said it?
Addie said it.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right. We were talking about GooseCon because we need to promote that. And then we got distracted because that happens because we're us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're trying to get as much of the Goosecast as possible in one place, which will be amazing for everyone. I can't wait to meet more of the gang in person. We're even going to be trying to get Gerundu to fly out. So,
Yes. He and Gabby.
yes.
I'm gonna do what I did to Adam when I first went to a convention to meet One Shot Onslaught.
Ignore him?
I didn't mean to ignore him. I kind of ghosted him.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
You can't ghost Gerundu.
I can certainly try.
We won't let that happen. You're gonna run a
That's
roll for Weird Game. You can't ghost him.
I am?
I mean, you're either gonna run it or you're gonna play in it.
Fuck.
Gonna have to get up in front of people, DB.
No.
Ooh, we could play the alternate characters.
I don't want to be that woman.
No.
No, not in public.
Okay.
Where we play long lost siblings. The last time we saw that character, her father dropped a ripped a portal to our world to give her a Christmas card.
That's right. That's right.
That's how we ended that episode.
Oh, we are interesting creatures, aren't we?
I'm not doing all the announcements, Johnny. How dare you? Yeah, we like to think that like the normal gang is a clusterfuck until we get that gang together.
Yeah, that's true. That gang is unique. We'll say unique.
I'm not greeting everybody at the door.
Okay, I have to open Discord and see what the hell, because I saw messages pop up from like 3 people, and okay.
Should I be worried?
No, it's fine. It's just one of those, you know, I mentioned a friend and then his name popped up, but it's because he was posting in a different server. That's fine.
Oh, that's fair. I'm tired of using this yellow, but I can't quit now.
Can't stop.
Can't
You made a
stop,
choice.
won't stop. What? Fuck off. I'm mean? I'll pre-record the announcements I do for closings.
Yes! That would be amazing. Ooh, but do it in Owen's cranky voice.
I love Owen.
Oh my god, yeah.
I love how he's got just that dry sense of almost Eeyore energy.
Yes.
I love that I got that E agreed to play with us.
Yes. I'm having a lot of fun playing with them.
I heart that old man. We heart you, E.
I'm so glad we're doing this game because they are just... all these characters are a blast.
Yeah, we've only met my character once, and then I was like, bye bitches, gotta go meet the in-laws. What?
I mean, that's what happened, you're right.
Yeah.
The delayed laughter was what did it for me.
So, we are supposed to be talking about D&D. All 3 of us play.
All
Yes.
3 of us DM, actually.
That is true.
Yes.
So we may be actually a little bit DM heavy in this episode. I don't know how we're going to go with this. We may just talk about like our favorite characters. I don't know. We may just talk about D&D in general or
any tabletop game, really.
Mm-hmm. God knows I have some crazy fucking stories.
I find it's a great way to meet people.
Definitely. Oh,
Literally how all of us met.
Yep.
Oh, how did you all come to D&D? I know Stars. I think I know Danie's, but yeah.
Well, why don't you go first then?
No.
Yeah, too bad. You're going first, DB.
no.
Yep. How did
Okay,
you
hold
start
on.
playing D&D?
I started playing D&D in 2016. After my mother kind of set me up with somebody, like a friend, because I just moved up here. Yeah, not as in dating. Literally set us up as friends.
A friend date.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's funny.
she pulled me into playing D&D with the game that they were already playing, which was 3.5. And
That's what I started
was
with.
not good at it. And then we jumped over.
It's hard to be good at 3.5.
It's fair.
It's also very hard to be good at 4.
Yes.
Oh.
Then we that group kind of just died. I'm hoping that it wasn't my fault. It might have been. I don't know.
I doubt that it was.
And then we got my buddy Tim, who was also my boss at that time, and we were like, "Hey, you want to play D&D with us?" And he was like, "Yeah." Did not expect a yes out of this man at that point. Now we're besties, but and then about that time, I think 2017, I started running D&D for E and a bunch of our other people. And then that group also fizzled out because it was hard to do scheduling.
Yeah,
It
that
happens.
happens.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys get to talk about your first D&D experiences.
Well,
Do you want to go first, Danie, or me?
um,
Be
you know
our
what?
guest.
Guests can go first.
Be our guest.
Oh, okay, that's fair. So I started playing in 2012, which
Jesus.
this coming September is going to be 10 years, which is buck wild. When I went to college, it was like one of the first things because I'd been curious about it, but I grew up in a small town and I didn't really have any like outlets that I trusted to be able to like learn how to play and
Same.
learn what it was. Because there's
Right.
you know most people it's like, oh, D&D is the devil, and there was like the one Latin teacher who played D&D and talked about it and stuff like that. But not he didn't play it at the time, but he talked about playing it like back in the day. But he wasn't the kind of teacher that I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to go play a D&D game with him. I want to go learn what this is. Not with that guy. But so we started playing in I started playing in 2012 in a group, and the DM was overzealous and also turned out to just generally be like kind of a shitty friend, just because he didn't I learned a lot of like how not to DM from him. He was very railroady. He had up to 3 groups at a time in the same world, but he very heavily favored some more than others. You know, usually girlfriends and roommates and such. And that was also where I began playing with one of my best friends, James. And so he and I have basically been playing this game, not the same game, but we've been playing D&D since 2012 together.
Yeah, that's cool.
And yeah, and like we still play. I am in his Icewind Dale campaign, and we are both in another campaign run by my friend who I met when I was working at Hobbytown, which is also where I was when I started learning to paint miniatures.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, started DMing in like 2014. Also, I started with Pathfinder, so it's like 3.5, but the Pepsi to the Coke of 3.5.
Yep.
So I get the 3.5 woes. It's just as bad.
Well,
No, go ahead.
I started playing 3.5, and I started playing in 2007 because I had just moved to Georgia that year, and I was dating a guy who was running a long-term campaign with his friends, and his apartment was kind of not ideal for having a big group of people over. But mine was, because when I moved, we knew that my parents would be coming to stay with me. So I got, a larger place than I was going to really need for myself, because I knew that I would have friends and family staying over for long chunks of time. So I have, a pretty decent sized apartment. I had a really nice big dining table. Actually, it's the one that I'm crafting at right now. It expands. It holds like 8 people super comfortably.
Damn.
Ooh, nice.
And he asked if he could have his game at my apartment. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll just I'll hang out and watch. I don't know what this is. And he's like, okay, yeah, you just watch, and after the session, we can talk about it and see if maybe you want to think about playing. I'm like, sure, I don't think I will, but that's fine. I wanted to play like right away. As soon as they were done, I'm like, yeah, can I play the next one? And so that was when I started playing D&D. Stopped playing that game after we broke up, because that's how that goes. But in the meantime, I had met Tanya, and we do love Tanya, and she plays D&D. And I started playing some other games with them once this game sort of fizzled out, and I didn't have that one to play anymore. Yeah, we played a really cool D20 modern game. So basically the same rules as D&D, but in a modern setting. And Travis ran that one. and it was based on Supernatural.
Yes.
And it was
Nice.
so good. The concept was that all of our characters had done the Crossroads deal with Crowley.
Yes.
So, like, they all
Wait,
had their own deal.
That sounds familiar.
That's it.
We did when we did all bards. We made a deal, and then we had to go perform for like devils and shit.
Yeah.
Not
Not quite the same, but similar.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely similar vibes.
Yeah.
That game sort of fizzled out, but then I started dating Travis, so that went well, I guess. But then that ended. But I still kept playing with Tanya and that group, and that's actually where I met the DM that I feel like most inspired my style of DMing. We called him Santa.
Oh my god.
Because he liked to just let us have stuff. Like items and things. It's like, what's the point of having a world with magic and cool shit if you don't get to play with it?
Fair.
So, like, our characters would find stuff all the time. We'd be gifted stuff. It was great. And so that's a thing that I like to do in my games. Is, you got money? Fine. Buy stuff. Find cool stuff. You got magic? You want to be an artificer and learn how to make your own cool stuff? Sure. Give me a good story to go with it. And like, I was a big fan of that style. So
That's fair.
that's kind of what I aim for with the way I run games. And it was actually during one of Santa Phil's games that Tanya invited Jim to play because she thought that we would be good together. And now we're married, so that's fun.
Cute.
Aww.
Yeah.
I really did think that your first story was going to be, and that's how I met my husband.
Nope. That was a different boyfriend at the time, and he did not last. And that's okay, because,
Yeah, things happen.
things happen. People change and evolve, and
There was a pattern there for a minute, Danie, where you were like, and I was dating the DM, and then that game fizzled out because we broke up, and I went,
well, honestly, that game only wrote me out, that first one. They kept playing.
oh.
So
Ah.
it fizzled out for me. I'm like, that's fine.
Oh,
I did
okay.
not ruin any friendships or anything.
That's
Oh,
good.
okay.
I just
So
didn't play anymore.
I'm sitting here looking at Star going, please don't
What?
let that happen.
What?
I don't want our games to fizzle out because we
No.
break up.
It won't. The only reason my ex stopped playing in my game, okay, the main reason he stopped playing in my games after we broke up was because he was a shitty player.
Yes, I knew
there
that.
you go.
He was on his phone the entire time, and half of his characters were jokes, and then the other half, when they were serious, he was too fucking busy on his phone.
Yeah, see, that's a terrible way to play D&D. If you don't want to play, don't play. Don't.
Yep.
Well,
make it
and he
miserable for
wanted to
everyone else.
play, and like he's basically stopped playing. As far as I know, he basically stopped playing after we broke up because A, that was my friend group, and B, he couldn't like focus on online games and stuff like that, and he couldn't figure out how to meet people and stuff. I'm like, that's not my problem, dude.
Yeah.
But and the last game that I DM'd him in, I had 7 players. I didn't have time to try to make him be involved.
No.
Which game was that?
That was Hell's Rebels.
Oh,
he
that's
dropped
right.
out about a third of the way through Hell's Rebels.
E says that they had a DM piece out after breaking up with a player. Was that the library group? E? Okay, I got the windows painted. They're gonna dry for now. What other part should I work on?
I'm gonna have to start getting into little stuff soon. I don't want to do that. That's
I
hard.
started with little things. I was like, do I want a lighter gray or a darker gray? Right.
This is going to be fun. There's some tiny little spots down in here.
Oh.
So. Oh, neat. So
This is
you're
gonna
talking
be
about. Oh, go ahead.
This is going to be a multi-day project. That's all.
Oh yeah, especially something that big.
100%.
So you were talking about being like the DM who like gives stuff and like lets players have stuff.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. I have also, now that I'm playing 5e, that's my stipulation. Now that I'm playing 5e, I agree with that. I played Pathfinder for so long, and my good friend James is so good at figuring out shit and exploiting it. So
Yeah.
the game that I just mentioned called Hell's Rebels it's a campaign path that's actually made by Pathfinder. I like running from books and modules and that kind of stuff. And so this game started out fairly innocuously enough, and by the end of it, it was basically the drug cartel and this group of chaotic fucks who were getting rid of a tyrannical leader in a city by spite alone. Like, and they had, so why I bring that up is because Pathfinder has a lot of those item creation feats and that kind of stuff,
Right.
and I let James have a lot of stuff he didn't need to have. There was a lot of undead that were brought alive that did not need to be there. They had an entire, not army, but they had an entire retinue essentially of different undead creatures. There was an undead dire Corby. There was an undead giant snake. There was the undead Jorogumo that was the bane of my existence. They had some undead not harpies. I think they were harpies.
Oh, goodness.
They called them the fly bitches. That's all I remember. And they had them basically be like modes of transport.
Okay.
So there was a lot of undead flying around. There was a lot of miniatures on that map at any given time. And like, especially by basically level 7 in Pathfinder anyway, you can't challenge the players. There's just they just, especially if they know what they're doing, they're just too powerful. There's like nothing that you throw at them is going to really stop them. And especially I was still kind of getting into my swing as a DM at the time.
Right.
It was a very fun game. It was very, very difficult to keep on the rails, but it was a very fun game.
Okay. Yeah. So Tanya and I have this thing where we make plans to make shirts of all the wonderful sayings that come across as we are playing or chatting or whatever.
Love that stuff.
Talking about our home game on Sunday nights. Oh, bye.
Have fun in D&D.
Oh, bye. Have fun.
Sorry, I like to say goodbye to our peeps.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But one of the shirt ideas we've come up with is it's hard to go off the rails when there are none.
Yeah.
Because I have learned not to have rails in my Sunday game at all.
Yeah.
There's just no point in planning because things happen. Like
I've gotten better about that too.
Yeah, I've learned to roll with it. One of the characters wild shaped into I believe she was a giant ape at that point.
Okay.
And just started busting through doors, which was great and useful for them. It sort of made things a lot easier on them, a lot more challenging for me. And it was going great for her until she ran into a door that was trapped with a magical trap. And I decided that I was going to use one of the sets of cards that I got. Because I'm a huge fan of using decks of cards of all sorts of cool stuff. So this was a deck of...
Love those.
Oh, I don't remember which deck it was. I've got it upstairs. I'll see if I can link it somewhere. It was a Kickstarter that I backed. And it just has a whole bunch of weird things that can be effects or items that you find. And this one that I drew for a consequence of busting through an enchanted lock, she now has a bright blue interdimensional lobster fused to her back.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Yep. His name is Blucifer.
Oh, oh, it was Tanya?
Yep.
She just
I regret nothing.
She just came into the chat.
So yeah, but here's the thing. He wasn't going to have a name. He wasn't going to be anything special. He was just going to be this lobster thing stuck to her until she figured out how to get rid of him. But then the rest of the party started chatting with him one night. Like, while she was asleep, they cast Speak with Animals.
Oh my god.
And started talking with him and being friends with him and all of that. And so that's when he got a name. And that's when I decided that, yeah, he's there because he's supposed to help her fulfill a prophecy.
Ooh.
So there's
Love
that. So
That's
yeah.
definitely one of my favorite things is that you take, first of all, small things that happen that weren't supposed to have any consequence becoming big things later on is one of my favorite things. Like, it's either a consistent joke or it actually becomes part of the plot. And also as a DM, just like looking for any opportunity to do something.
Yep. It's just so
How
much fun
am I
to do
going
that.
to use this against the players?
Yep.
Or at least to create intrigue with the players, at the very least.
I don't like that.
I've got a player who is super suspicious of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything. And so
real.
I have given her character a random tattoo on her butt.
On her butt?
Yep. She got arrested.
Uh-huh.
As one does.
And that was when she discovered it. Oh, that's right, because when my players die, I have them roll on a table to see what sort of consequences there are for their death. Because death is a thing. It doesn't just, you die and then you're fine. It's
right.
You die and then there's stuff. And so I wanted to figure out what her stuff was, and I rolled that there was a tattoo. And it was going to be one thing, and now it's evolved into something else entirely because they are so freaking suspicious about it. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have some extra fun with this. And now it's not just a tattoo that showed up because someone was bored and wanted to claim her. No, someone has wanted to claim her now, so they get to figure out all of that. And like every town they go into now, they're looking for research on eye tattoos and trying to figure out what's going on.
You should really just make that oh yeah, it's literally just somebody tattooed an eye on your ass.
That's probably what it used to be.
Probably, but it would be really funny if all that buildup was like, nah, I'm just dicking with you.
Well, at that point, here's the thing though, is when you're telling the story, at that point, it's like, well, then what was the point? Like, yes, it's a D&D game, and it's all, fun and games and hilarity, but like, especially when people start making a deal out of something, it's like, you know what? I kind of have to do something now.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to do something now.
I can't just let it slide. They're invested, so I've got to give them something to be invested about.
So something similar. So my Hellas Rebels game is just that I have so many stories from that one. One in particular, they created a love triangle between 3 NPCs that was not there before. There's a sea captain named Sarjada that they helped out, who has a first mate named Elia. And she shows up and is like, hey, you guys have been helping out the town. My captain wants you to help them, and takes them basically to her captain. So Jada's like, okay, so there's this guy that needs to be rescued from his horrible father who's keeping him locked away. If you do this, you'll get some favors from me. I have a ship. I have pirates. Actually, no, I think they were just actually like a naval crew or something. But basically, a good favor from a guy who's very well established. And so the party goes and helps out this guy named Markel, who, as it turns out, when they do rescue him and take him back to the ship, is actually Sarjada's lover.
Oh.
So, and this was all written into the module. That's what's supposed to happen. And that was what happened.
However.
And so later on they get they get the captain to give them to do a favor for them to take them to some other location, like a village or something, for another plot thing. And while they're doing this, they decide that clearly Alaya also has feelings for Sarjeta. And I'm like, where
Obviously.
did this, oh, okay. And they just kept harping on it, and they kept on. And like to the point where the sorcerer pulled this whole disguised self shenanigans to convince Alaya that Sarjeta wanted her to meet her like late at night, secretly, blah, blah, blah. And poor Alaya fell for it and got embarrassed because she thought that the captain did have feelings for her and wanted to meet her and stuff. And so she went down, she went to his chambers and then got caught. And yeah, was embarrassed and hated the party after that.
I wonder why.
Reasonably so. Yeah. So the game continues. They do the thing that they're doing in the village, and they go back. Later on, they get another ride from him to go to a different city, which is kind of like a Sin City, Vegas style. There's all kinds of like underground entertainment and feasts and stuff going on in this place. And while there, they basically try this again. They I don't remember if they did the exact same thing or if they just did something similar, but basically they're like, okay, so we clearly hurt Alaya, but she does clearly have feelings for him now since she went for the thing. And there's this whole girls' day out that they had where they went to fantasy version of Waffle House, and then they went shopping, and then they went to Fantasy Olive Garden afterwards. And James's character, of course it was James.
Of course it was.
I think he cast suggestion on her or something, but essentially used charm magic or something to be like, you should tell him how you feel. And so she went in front of the entire crew and Markel and told him how she felt. And he was like, okay, you are my first mate. I don't feel the same way.
Oh,
this
no.
has to stop.
Oh, that's mortifying.
Yeah, and so she went back to the ship and like was depressed about it. And I'm like, guys, I appreciate it. Now she does have feelings. But this is what happens when you try to meddle in people's feelings.
Yeah.
But it made for a very interesting side quest that had absolutely nothing to do with the plot, was not mentioned at all in anything. And I'm just like, you know what, we're doing this. We're doing it live.
Yep. That's the joy of being the DM, is you can make it whatever you want.
Yes.
Whatever the players seem to need.
So you mentioned D20 Modern. I almost played D20 Modern once with my first DM who was very bad. But there was a disagreement because what we were doing was we were going to do it as ourselves. We were playing ourselves in our college dorm, basically after an apocalyptic event has happened while we're at college, and now we all have to survive. But the way he split up the groups, he put me and my boyfriend at the time in a separate group from all of our friends.
Oh.
Because of party ballots, quote unquote, because of what we're actually good at and everything.
Right.
And he and I went up to our DM. We're like, we don't want to be in a group with them. We want to be in a group with our friends. It doesn't make sense for us to split up and end up with this group. He's like, yeah, but if you don't, then the other group is probably going to die because they don't have the skills needed to actually survive. And we're like, so then change the encounters. So then change what they come up against. Give them another NPC. Do something else to make sure they survive. But we don't want to play with that group. We want to play with our friends. He's like, well, and he just would not fucking hear us out. And so we ended up not playing that game and ended up playing a High Seas D&D campaign where I got one of my favorite D&D characters ever. So
it sort of worked out.
Yeah, it worked out.
It's frustrating when you've got a DM that doesn't
He didn't
play well.
He didn't want to listen to us for anything. Like that game still ended up being an almost abusive situation where the guy just like put our characters through the ringer. I have an entire not saga really, but I have this entire traumatic experience about the deck of many things thanks to this person.
Oh.
Anytime anyone mentions the deck of many things, I just like nope. Because he ran it very incorrectly and was always favoring this other group. Yeah, no, he was
That
bad.
sucks.
But we stopped playing with him after that, so it's fine. Played lots more games in college that were not with him.
Oh, thank God.
It looks like there were some good stories in chat, but I have not caught up with them yet. I want to go back and look.
Very railroad. That was the problem with the DM I'm talking about too. He was also very railroady. Railroady is just you don't have if that's not what D&D is for. D&D is for telling a story together, not telling the story that the DM wants to tell.
Now, there are times that, you kind of have to
Yeah,
work within what you've got.
There's railroading to a point where it's like, hey guys, I would like to do this session that's very pertinent to the story. If you guys want to continue with the plot,
Right.
you have to do this. But then there's, oh, I don't have that place fleshed out at all. You have to do the thing that I told you to do, otherwise the gods are going to smite you down.
See, when I don't have something ready, what I'll usually do is tell the players, I don't have that ready, so if you want to do something else today, I will work on that. But, try to give them some options.
Open communication with your players instead of threatening them.
Oof. All right, let's go back up and see some of these.
Wow, I am regretting choosing this mini.
Plans for NPCs. Players accidentally released a trapped demigod of plague and disease, and then 2 weeks later, the coronavirus was announced. Oh no!
No!
Oh no! Oh, that's from Flower Crown Gaming.
It's your player's fault.
Did you cause this? Is this your fault? No, we won't blame you.
No, we would never.
No.
Absolutely not.
But man, those sort of coincidences, those suck.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to the Magnus archives again, Danie.
Okay.
And I'm at the final season.
Me too, except I stopped
And they start that season as, we are so sorry, but this is how we wrote the season before Corona.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. Well, I'm going to listen to it eventually. I am.
It's good so far. It's different though.
Yeah.
So my first DM told my second DM that she was a terrible DM at her wedding.
That sounds terrible in so many ways.
Yeah.
Like, come
Like,
on.
what the fuck? I have so many regrets.
About painting?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know when this will ever get finished after this.
It's okay. It doesn't have to if you don't want to.
But
you want to, don't you?
Yes.
DB, just finish it. Like, we can do, like, paint and watch movie nights.
Yeah, it doesn't have to get done all at once.
Yeah, but I am supposed to be doing other things while I watch movies, like knit.
I mean, there are lots of movies out there. Some are going to be knitting movies and some are going to be painting movies, right?
I guess.
Says the woman who knits for everything.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Like, literally, this is all I've gotten done.
That's okay.
The top of it has color that you can't really see.
And that's okay. I am just doing, like, big swaths of base coats. And it's going to look terrible for a while.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's what Star told me to do, and then here I am, like, little details.
Yeah. So I've got the snake part. This is what I was talking about just a second ago. That was a bitch, because I had to get all the way up in there. The snake part of this thing.
That's what she said.
Sure. And then I've also got the base coat kind of things going on with Mr. Perryton right here.
Ooh.
Those wings are gorgeous.
Right? Perrytons have such cool freaking colors.
I don't know why I decided that every window needed to have a light on.
Oh.
I don't know, but you decided that, so I decided that too for mine. So.
Oh, okay. Well. guess we'll suffer together. I have more tiny windows than you do, though.
You do. But I also have thatched roofs.
That's true. I got
Blue
nipple
and then
roofs.
purple. What? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it had some unique shapes.
Star, you're the one who put this together.
I forgot what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Why did I put the purple when I know that blue was the one I wanted? What am I doing?
Habit. This is
I
what I want to
started.
grab.
I didn't put anything. I just started mixing the color.
Oh.
Even though I'm like, okay, I'll do the blue and then the purple.
Why do I want to add glitter to this thing? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Because glitter makes everything better.
No, fuck glitter. Glitter's the devil's spawn.
I mean, it is the herpes of the craft world.
Yeah. But everything in my fibers like, you want to add glitter to this.
I mean, because glitter's kind of fun. It adds pizzazz to a project.
It's fun, but it's also a pain in the ass.
Well, yes.
Possess.
Pizzazz.
Don't possess.
Don't pizzazz.
So,
The shit I was telling my sister the other night.
these are cheap
Don't
ass
possess.
paintbrushes. And that's okay.
Cover the spots that I met. The problem I am also having. Yeah, I love that guy too, Tanya. The other thing that I am having problems with is it's not bright in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you gotta get yourself an ot light.
I
Lights are
don't
the
really
best.
think I do because this is not a hobby I'm gonna pick up.
There. It could help with knitting. I don't know how much light you need for knitting.
You will eventually want it.
I
I've
knit my
had-
room, which is a lot brighter
I've had this one for like since 2016, 2017.
since we graduated college.
Yeah, so like after college, I really started getting into painting minis because we didn't use minis in college. We just used dice on the floor like heathens.
Yeah.
And after college, I'm like, I have no outlet with D&D anymore because I was struggling to like find new friends and that kind of stuff. So
Mhm.
I ended up when I was working at Hobbytown, which has all kinds of miniature painting stuff and modeling and all that stuff, and Mike was at the same time, so I had a lot of inspiration and a lot of access, and a lot more of my paychecks went to those places than they should have.
Yeah, that happens. There's a reason
that
that I
life.
will never work at a yarn store.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
do it, Danie.
I was tempted to buy yarn just because it looked pretty. I don't even know how to knit or crochet or anything with yarn. It
We
was
can
just
teach
pretty.
you.
I don't really want to.
It's a good answer.
I know enough. I know how to do enough crafts that my money is already being spent on.
Other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand, but
No.
listen, I thought
No.
yes,
There's no buts.
there are butts. There are always butts. Delicious butts.
Sorry?
I don't know.
Yeah, you are okay.
Leave me alone, guys. I'm in a mood tonight.
I can tell.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. We like you in a mood.
Do you?
It entertains us. There are a lot of hard to reach places on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
think I realized
So-
that.
she said.
My plan was that I was going to airbrush a black base coat onto this Yuan Ti Urail.
Mhm.
And
Baby.
when I was cleaning my room, because I keep it in my bathroom here, I was reassembling my airbrush, and I decided to untwist the nozzle just to check and make sure it was all good. And then right as the video that's telling me how to reassemble my airbrush is telling me, don't tighten up your nozzle too much or it might break off. It broke off.
Oh.
So I have to send it in for repairs.
Ooh.
Because apparently that's a thing I can do, according
that's good,
to
at least.
my friend that works at Hobbytown still. Apparently they have very good customer service.
That's very nice because a lot of things don't.
Yeah, because it's either that or I'm out like a $200-something airbrush.
Ooh.
Jesus.
I don't remember how much I spent on that one in particular. I don't have to. Oh wait, hang on.
Oh fuck! I made
okay,
a
so-
giant mistake.
The actual airbrush itself was like $100, but like
But
the
still.
rest of it, because I also got like paints and a compressor and stuff at the same time. Which that's still fine.
For fuck's sake!
What'd
What'd
you
you
do,
do?
love?
I'm doing this like little fine detail at the top, and I cannot see.
Big
Yeah.
to small.
Bite me.
Okay. Just
You gotta stop telling people to do that, because sometimes we
all
will.
right.
I mean,
Danny's
stop.
the person here who has actually bitten you.
That's fair. You tried.
I just threatened to.
Well, look, you tell me to do something often enough, and I will.
I mean,
gonna
that
follow
wasn't
your
even. We
directions,
didn't
man.
even tell you once to do that, and you did it.
You're just like, you know what? For science.
Yes, I was channeling info.
For science.
For science.
For science.
Science! God, that guy.
I feel like by the end of this, I'm going to have 2 base coated messes because base coats always look messy.
Oh, absolutely.
Here I am trying to do finer details.
I realized I actually have a nightmare over here I could paint as well. I don't know if I'm going to do that though. Because I need to use washes with it. And I haven't used my washes in a while and I don't know how good they are right now.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do multiple coats on these. Because the paint is not covering quite as thickly as I'd like, and that's okay.
Well, and that's the thing about miniatures. It's layers and layers and layers because you have to go so thin to not like get it all cloggy.
Yeah.
And so you end up just going thin. So typically when I paint, because I like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so my stuff was not quite up to par right now. Typically, I'll use what's called a wet palette, where
Okay.
it has basically like kind of a parchment paper kind of thing going on top of a wet sponge.
Yeah.
And so it keeps the paint from drying out. Because if it's just on a palette, it can totally do that, and it makes it hard to keep it thin.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just
I
try.
also realized that I should not be doing these kind of crafts and trying to do a show.
Well,
So I
that's,
you all-
usually
that's
You all
like
are
the
like,
point of this
"Tuck,
show,
tuck,
man.
tuck." And I was like, I can't do that.
I usually do this while watching something, or in this case, listening to something. So like putting on Game
YouTube.
Grumps or something, yeah, or depending on like a show maybe I've already seen or something.
Yeah.
That's fair. I need. Where did my brush go? There's my brush.
I'm really enjoying this more than I thought I would. I forgot how much fun it is to paint things.
Yes. So a fun thing, since you have a lot of stone textures on yours, Danie, so you can probably use a lot of dry brushing once you get a good base coat on to kind of hit the tops of those rocks and give them a good like highlight there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be
It makes
fun.
it so easy.
There's gonna be a lot of dry brushing and other fun stuff. I'm thinking about I've got some UV resin and a nice little UV lamp.
Ooh.
And thinking about doing because this one, let's see if it's dry enough. It's got like water at the bottom,
Oh yeah.
Holy
and
shit.
I'm thinking about using some resin
Yeah,
and
I'm filling it up.
that up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make sure that there's still room for the dice to come out, but
Like a thin layer of resin, yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized how much you've gotten done on yours, Danie.
it's all very rough. Like it is.
Yeah, I just was looking at you, pulled it up, and I was like, oh, damn.
Because she's doing base coats.
Yeah, that's all I'm
Because
working on right now. Is
I'm a
just the base.
dumbass.
Yes, but you're my dumbass.
You're not wrong, but you may regret it one day.
time is it? Oh, it's after 8 already.
18.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're painting shit.
Yeah.
I should watch my language. No, people know this about us. Never mind.
Why? Like, yeah.
You've got me and DB on this show. Are you kidding?
Like, yeah, I forget. But it's okay. We're grown-ups. My mom knows that I use this sort of language sometimes, especially when there's crafting involved.
I found one of those T-Turtle shirts that I'm going to get for DB, but I think it's appropriate. It's crafting because murder is wrong.
Oh, I like it.
It's very cute.
And appropriate.
Yes.
Uh-oh, that's the wrong color brown. That's fine. It's fine, because you know what? This is a project for me, and I'm going to love it anyway. I did buy some matte varnish to cover it with when I'm done.
Excellent.
I didn't do that.
Well, I didn't point that out to you because I didn't know if you were going to A, need it, or B, want to keep that.
Oh, I'm gonna keep this. This
I mean,
is too
I
much.
might keep the varnish
Oh, that's fair.
because I figured this would probably be like the only thing you use it on.
Unless Danie talks me into something else.
Well, the nice
What-
thing about varnish is you can use it on a lot of things.
Yeah, true. What I like to do with miniatures and stuff is I would use the varnish, like the good matte varnish, and like get it all sealed and protected and good, and then go back with like a gloss medium for the eyes
Yeah.
if it has big enough eyes, like a monster or something. And then if they have weapons, I have like a metallic acrylic paint that I
Ooh.
use on it because for some reason the matte varnish makes the metallicness of it kind of fade.
Yeah, it does.
And then of course blood for the blood god if necessary.
Well, that's always important.
Blood to the blood god.
Oh, man, there's a lot of undersides here. Why am I caring about the undersides? Because I am extra.
Because perfectionist?
Yes,
I get you, Danie.
you do. That's why we can do these things together. I need something to do when I'm not, obsessively
Knitting?
writing or knitting or any of the other things that I do.
Wait. You have time to do other things?
Yeah, I have this job where I like work and people pay me.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's that. No, I just
Lies
meant
and
like
deceit.
you're getting almost as busy as I am.
You are not wrong. Yeah, I have made some choices with my
You've
time.
made amazing choices.
I've made choices.
You've made great
Says
choices.
the
Danie.
person who has a game almost every night.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Too bad. Too bad.
I think I'm gonna need smaller brushes for some of this stuff.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing, but I did the very top part already. Which
Mon-
doggo are you petting? It's Monty. Never
Who
mind.
do you think? Yeah, I'm about to say, who do you
If it
think we're
was,
actually
if
letting
it
me
was
pet him?
Kita,
Ah!
yeah, you would be
Yeah.
dead.
He's
Wait,
ignoring me
do
on
normal
bed, so.
people not have games every night? No, apparently normal
I was
people
gonna
do
say
not.
that must be Tiana saying that.
It is. I'm doing this really nice like fade between like blue and a pastel purple
Ooh.
for my roofs.
Okay.
No, that's just the neighbor's baby. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Alright, so my Perryton looks goofy as hell right now. He's just like random colors.
But they're so bright and fun. Like,
Yeah.
can get away with a lot of stuff with fun colors.
So Perytons are very funny because they're like an amalgamation of like 3 different animals. There's like a moose head with fangs and bird wings and this like raptor kind of body thing going on. And they specifically like elf hearts.
Yes, you were telling me that while I was at your house.
Yes. I don't think I do any of that.
Yep. They're interesting.
I think we need a lore pour about Perytons so that I can learn more about them.
I mean,
Ish.
You won't get actual information about them, though.
No, but when we do a lore pour on stuff, I hear about it and then I go and actually look it up later.
Ah.
Now, I resent that. My lore and pour was actual information about the Dread Realms in Barovia.
Okay.
It did sound very accurate and factual, unlike many of ours.
Unlike Danie and mine's. Well, that's not true because there was facts.
We had lots of vampire
there
facts.
Were some facts.
We just drew from lots of different vampire lores and...
What was very funny to me, because I listened to that before I did mine, y'all said that Strahd was one of those like magic made vampires and therefore he's an asshole. And you are 100% correct.
Yes.
He is a magic made vampire and also 100% an asshole.
Yeah, we got stuff right. You know, we had some good pop culture references. Lots of Buffy and Spike and all of that crap. You know, talking about how a lot of it was crap. It was so much fun to listen to y'all's. It was a lot of fun to do.
Danie bit me.
I did bite you.
Danie did bite you.
Not hard. I didn't break the skin.
No.
No need for a rabies
because I
shot.
think if you had done that, I would have accidentally hit you.
Probably. I don't think it would have been an accident. I think it would have been
I think it may have been harder than I meant to hit you, kind of thing, you know?
Okay, yeah, I'll accept that.
Why do I feel like I'm painting like a Barbie dream house? I feel like it's because of the colors I picked.
Oh my gosh. Well, so I wanted to do the lore and pour. What happened?
Tiana had a bad GM plus Barovia experience.
No.
Not Tiana, Tanya.
Oh,
Tanya.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, Tanya,
I
am constantly running Curse of Strahd. Just come join one of my
100%. Star and I are looking at property in Barovia because we're just gonna move there.
I mean, I already study at the Ember Temple. Like,
that's fair.
But yeah, so that was why I did the lore and pour, was because like I didn't have to do any research beforehand. I knew it offhand.
That's fair.
So you had one of the most factual episodes we've got.
And I didn't do any research. Well, it's because like I've run one complete Barovia. I've played in one complete Barovia. I am currently about halfway, 3/4 of the way through another one, and I just started another one.
Goodness, that's a lot of Barovia.
And I am already considering another one.
Another one.
Yeah,
that's how we roll.
Yep, in the more distant future though, like once things like NA by Night and this current Barovia have been wrapped up. Because there's a really cool module. What?
I'm just dying at chat with Tanya and Tiana.
I'm sorry!
Oh, they're beautiful. I love them both.
We are Legion.
I'm bad at names.
Tiana.
And I just look at chat briefly. Lord, I don't mean it. I know you two are two different people.
It's fun. They don't mind. They're just amused by it. And so are we.
I feel like an asshole.
No, we're just amused. It's okay.
No, I do feel like an asshole.
You're not, though.
Are we two? Yes, you are!
Yes, because you've played in a game together. Briefly. Very briefly.
What was the game that they played in together?
The one that you played in briefly. For like the one session.
I'm sorry, yeah, I couldn't handle it.
It's fine. It's fine. Not every game is for everyone. And that's Another fun
different
thing.
game that you're running, which makes me happy because I was like, I feel bad. I want to be in a game with
Aw.
Danie running. Hey, hey, life in the dream house.
Is that a Barbie reference?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Fairy Chain's just gonna look like a hot mess for a little while because I don't know if I want to do anything more than base colors on him tonight.
And that's okay.
Yeah, just come back to. He'll just sit on my my dresser here for 2 months, and then I'll come back to him later.
And that's a valid life choice.
We have different colored names, and both of us love you. I don't know if you guys do. I don't know how I got my favorite color as my name, but I'm happy with it. That's awesome. The Twitch gods smile upon you.
Wait, which one is your favorite color? Because you're in two different places
Blue.
with different colors. Oh, see, on my phone she's green. Like, I didn't think it was green, but
Oh, whoops. Maybe it is green. It's blue on my screen.
It's pink on mine.
oh man,
Tanya's is pink on mine. Tiana said that their favorite color is blue.
that's what I thought.
We're all wrong.
No, I was right.
Oh, yours is right.
Yeah.
Mine is incorrect.
Mine is as well. Twitch is weird like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 2 roofs painted.
Woo!
Nice. Ooh, those are bright colors. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Welcome to the Barbie Dream House. The Barbie dice roller.
Very rough beginnings, but beginnings.
I may go in and like outline some of like the roof because it has like deep insets.
Mm-hmm.
But I may have picked a bad color to try and do that with.
What color did you pick?
This shit is pastel blue and purple.
Oh, okay.
So trying to get that shadowy look might be difficult.
Well, that's when you go in later with, like, dry brushing and stuff.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't have as much detail for that.
Right.
Which is not a big deal, but
I need more paint. There we go. Oh, yeah. Much easier with a big pile of paint on the brush.
so I did those walls purple. Do I want to do the rest of the walls purple?
I mean, you can always paint over them if you decide you don't like it.
Oh, that's fair.
Or you can end up leaving it stuck on a counter for 27 years and eventually someone will throw it away and that'll be done too.
I don't.
Does this sound like something from experience?
Yeah.
Sometimes projects get abandoned. It happens.
And then your husband throws them away? What?
No.
Oh.
No, he knows better than to do that.
Your mom?
Oh, she also knows better than to do that.
Oh.
No, I will eventually, if something
Toss
is
them
fully
away.
abandoned, I'll just, like, give it away or throw it out or
Oh, that's fair.
remove it from my life because it's not getting any work done on it. No point in keeping it when someone else could enjoy it.
That is fair. That's how I got yarn from you.
Exactly. And it was beautiful yarn, and I loved it when I got it.
Oh
and
my
then
God,
it
it's
stopped bringing me
gorgeous.
joy. So, it's like, well,
I'm very excited to use it for projects
excellent.
that will probably never get done.
They might.
Doubtful.
It's a possibility. Yeah, I should have done a little bit more work on this model before I started assembling it and painting it, but that's okay.
The more you know.
Because really, I just
I mean,
want a cool tower.
my thing is every time I like go in and I, cut all the mold lines and I sand it and everything. I get it looking all nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, all right, get it primed. And then I get in there to start doing the actual like painting and stuff. And then I find something I missed.
Yep.
Every time.
I'm glad I at least hit this with the heat gun because it had a lot of strands on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. So did DBs.
Yeah, I should have mentioned the heat gun thing.
I don't have a heat gun.
I don't have a heat gun either,
Okay.
so.
Well, I guess it wasn't a big deal then. But yeah, that helped a lot. Just hitting it with a heat gun caught most of the little flyaways, so that was handy.
The gate around the bottom area of DBs was real bad.
Sorry.
It's fine. I mean, it's part of the thing, yeah.
Yeah, part of the process. But...
Apologize, Jesus.
I think the next one I print will be whichever one Ben wants, because I enjoy like printing stuff, which is weird because you don't actually have to do a whole lot to print things. You just sort of set it and go. But
hope to God it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to reprint several of the pieces for yours, DB.
Oh yeah?
Well, because the files came wonky. Like, they were printing diagonal, so it was like balanced on a corner, and I'm like, physics doesn't do that, man. I don't know how you think that's going to work.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure there was logic there, and it probably would have worked better for, like, a resin printer. But we don't have a resin printer yet. We have a lot of things on our wish list. It's fine.
That's fair.
Monty.
I feel like I'm hitting the point where some of these things would be easier if I were left-handed.
Probably.
But that's fine. I am not.
There's kind of a reason why I started with the tiny details at the top.
Because it's easier?
Yeah, because I have to hold the base so close to my body.
Yeah.
That's you remember the spinny thing that I showed you, DB?
Yes.
I also use that for big pieces.
Oh, that makes sense.
When I'm actually like painting them.
I think I'm gonna have to go back in with my yellow to get my windows bright again.
Nothing wrong with second coat.
Nope, not at all. Many, many coats are going to be required, and that's okay. Some of these coats are going to be done with the lamps moved around because this sucks. Because all my lamps are like on the opposite side of where I need them for painting.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, streaming. Y'all want to be able to see my face, right? Not just a shadowy outline of me. Or maybe you do want to see a shadowy outline. If all you want is a shadowy outline, let me know.
It'll make it more mysterious.
Yes.
A true crime show now.
I was just about to say it's that it's got that vibe of like the witness decided to remain anonymous.
Ooh, designing a D&D room. I like that thought.
Oh my god, yes.
So, what sort of stuff are you thinking about putting in your D&D room? Ooh, let's ask that question of ourselves. If you could design your own D&D room, what would you put in it? Like for gaming.
It's not what I'd put in it, it's how you get to it.
Oh, really? Tell me about that.
DB regularly sends me videos about secret doors.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yes, I want a secret room in my house.
I mean, that would be amazing. Secret doors are the best.
Hell yeah.
But not to a hell mouth like you, Danie.
Well, it's not a secret door. It's just a hellmouth door. The door is quite
It's
obviously
not a
there.
secret door. I definitely know it's there.
Yeah, we definitely know the hellmouth.
It's just a hellmouth.
For those of you who haven't watched before, I have a hellmouth in my basement. It's fine. Or a door to the hellmouth. It's fine.
There's a reason why I can't come to your house until you move.
I mean,
I feel like your hellmouth would follow me home. And then I would have a hellmouth, and I don't need that in my life.
Oh, it doesn't want to move. It's happy where it is.
What do you mean? How would you have a hellmouth?
Listen, I'd go into the basement, look into the hole that holds all of our shit, and it would be the hellmouth. Forgot you've not been in the basement, Star.
No, I have not been. You and your mother would not allow me into the basement.
We let Ray down there, though.
Yeah. I guess it's a second visit kind of deal.
No, Ray had been there many more times than 2.
All right, it's a multiple visit kind of deal.
You gotta work your way up to earning the privilege?
No, it's just because it's a mess. And Star didn't need to be down there.
It's fine.
There's also creepy puppets in my basement.
Okay, I'll keep my hellmouth, thanks.
I mean, my roommate has creepy puppets, so...
My dad made puppets, okay?
Oh, DB, you didn't get to see Addie's weird puppets when you were here.
I'm glad!
Ooh, custom game table is designed already.
Oh,
yes.
I thought you were about to say, ooh, making puppets. No.
I'm skipping right past the puppet thing, man.
Nope. Wall sconces, yes. I would need
Okay, yeah, I only have the one mannequin.
cabinet. I would need a big cabinet for all the minis, or like some big shelving unit kind of deal that just looks super cool with it.
If fucking Amazon would deliver it.
I haven't reordered it yet.
Oh.
So also that's not a big, that's just a cabinet. That's just a regular old cabinet.
Okay. What do we think?
It looks like it belongs in Spyro.
Ooh,
I love it.
That's very cool. I like it.
Thank you. I have a mannequin in the basement.
No. I don't want to go in your basement now.
She's not even put together either.
What do you mean she?
It's a female mannequin.
Why does it have a gender?
Do you want to see my mannequin?
It has boobs.
My mannequin's right on the other side of my little curtain here. I can bring her over.
Okay. Is it a dress form mannequin? Is that why?
No.
Mine
Is
is.
Danny's a dress form? Okay.
Sort of.
No, Star, the mannequin is from the theater. Oh, we cannot see that at all.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to.
Hey, Danie, it's getting close. What are we doing next time?
It is. That's an excellent question. Let me just paint this little thing so that...
Because if we needed to, we could just do this again next week.
I mean, we could
I'm
do
free.
this again and again and again.
Not next week, in 2 weeks. My
Yeah.
bad.
All right.
Next
Ooh.
week is Anthropocene.
Paint.
I didn't get any paint on me.
That's impressive. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
It's easier to do when you have the smaller things like that.
Let's see.
Nice.
Ooh, yes.
A book that you pull that turns down the wall sconces? That's amazing.
Oh. Yes. We're all here for this.
Oh my god, this is amazing. I need
We're
to...
gonna play
where do
D&D
you live?
at this person's place.
Yeah, can we come play with you? Can we be your friends?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Next time we are going to be talking about the movie Leprechaun 2, so I guess I need to watch that.
Oh, yes.
Because it is our pre-St. Patrick's Day stream. So
okay. Yep.
we had talked about doing another wreath because...
Yes, because I enjoy them and I have...
And we have the supplies.
Most of the supplies, yeah.
And, I could use another scar. It's fine.
Oh, Danie.
Danie will be much more careful.
Glue gun.
Yeah, I might, not use hot glue.
That's fair.
That is an option.
Oh, you're being yelled at.
Sorry, I'll be careful.
I like that your cool house is in Oklahoma, but I will never go back to that state.
Lots of cool things from Oklahoma.
Yeah, but that's also where I broke my ankle.
Trauma.
Yeah.
That's where I got locked in a church. It was fine.
No,
What?
Oh, so originally broke it in Oklahoma in middle school.
Uh-huh.
And then landed on the same ankle wrong for a show choir thing and broke it on my way to Florida.
Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah. And then tendinitis.
Tendinitis.
Because I
times.
don't go to doctors.
You probably should. I feel like it would work out well for you if you did.
Generally.
Listen, I went to a doctor when we found out my back was all fucked up.
Yeah, now it's better.
Eventually.
No. Shortly after I got back from Georgia, I went to the doctor.
When it had been hurting for how many months?
No, it hadn't been hurting for that long. It had been hurting for like a week at that point. Yeah, and I thought it was like I twinged my back. No, instead progressively got worse, and I went to see a chiropractor.
That's not a doctor.
When I couldn't. It is a doctor.
That is a doctor, yeah.
Okay.
They
It's a
have
form of.
doctor. They have a doctorate. What are you
They
talking
have
about?
doctor.
They have doctor.
Okay.
Shut up.
It's fine.
I understand, Danie, but then I did go and get an MRI,
You did.
and we found out shit.
You did.
It was bad, but
But now it's better.
But I got better.
Not better.
Where the fuck did that purple go? Hold on.
So
I
yes,
need
we
to
will
make sure I keep out the colors that I'm currently using.
we will be talking about Leprechaun, and I guess we'll do a wreath of some sort because why not?
Yeah.
We've got the supplies. I don't know what
We have the power.
What do we want to put on it?
I don't know. I'm gonna look up shit.
Something generic St. Patrick-y instead of specific to Leprechaun movies,
Booze.
perhaps.
Booze.
But
Last time we made pots of gold, and my pot of
did.
gold has been broken by a cat. So
Oops.
Aw.
it happens.
we could put rainbows on it too.
Oh, I still have several little pots from the pot of gold.
I think I have a giant pot.
I wonder.
You could make the wreath itself the rainbow and have the pot of gold at the bottom of the wreath.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It'd be cute. Just get some ribbon, like rainbow ribbon, and wrap it around the wreath.
I have pastel rainbow ribbon. It doesn't work well though because it looks really cute for Easter.
Ah.
It's too pastel.
I might do the words.
Oh,
Yeah.
the words. Yeah.
The same
Words, yes.
bow thing that I did for Halloween. Where I got the curling bow things
Oh, yeah, you did that. That was really cute.
from the dollar store.
Yeah.
Ooh, but I
And
have
just-
some of that ribbon, so maybe I'll just do ribbon myself in rainbow shades to make it all rainbowy.
Make ribbon?
That's
Like,
how you
just
get-
do the
no,
curly
just make the
Oh,
curlies.
okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, Danie, but you're known to hurt yourself for this show. Way more than
She
I
hasn't
am.
hurt herself tonight.
It
I
was
have not.
paint.
I am skilled. Don't Don't knock it.
We're not done yet. There's about 10 minutes left.
Yes, exactly.
I also need to apparently watch Leprechaun 2. I haven't watched it in forever.
All right, I'm going to try to lift this up and show you what I've got so far.
Yay! It looks so good. Oh, it's a boy.
That does look so good. This is Monty with the corgi of approval.
I'll get closer so that you can. There's a kind of a gradient at the top. I don't think you can see it. But yeah.
Okay, there you go, bud.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We'll take some pictures too and put them on our Instagram.
I'm still trying to figure out how to make it look how you guys can see this, but yeah, you can
that's
kind of see
better.
comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very rough base coats right now.
Yeah, but there will definitely be
this will
pictures
never
going
get
up.
done now.
It's fine.
Well, no, because we only just started touching on D&D. There is so much D&D
We
to
didn't
talk
really
about.
even talk. We painted in silence a lot.
I have so many stories I could tell.
We will do more D&D
I actually wouldn't mind coming back to this because this was kind of fucking relaxing. We need to do more
know,
painting
right?
things, Danie.
Painting is great.
Because we did the painting with the Walking Dead.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
That was a fun one. I actually really enjoyed that. I would like to do that again.
Yeah.
I don't know when or what our topic will be, but we'll figure that out eventually.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Sweet boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, in 2 weeks we are doing Leprechaun 2
Leprechaun 2.
with my boy Warwick Davis. And then we will figure out what we're doing after that.
Yes, we have a list of options.
Oh, do we? Uh-oh.
I just had a thought. It's fine. We'll talk about it after stream.
Okay.
Options for things to do. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. We will see you all in 2 weeks. Star, you're our guest. Where can people find you?
You can find me. I'm on Instagram and Twitter as Rocking Your Star. I do actually have a miniatures account on Twitter. Not Twitter, sorry, Instagram. That is Rocking Your Star _minis. I haven't updated it in a very long time because I haven't really had anything to put on there. But I've got lot of half of stuff. But I do have a lot of like previous stuff that I've done, including some stuff I'm pretty proud of. So yeah, so that's on Instagram. I'm also around the Nerd Asylum. You can find me as the storyteller to Nerd Asylum by Night, which is our every other Monday Vampire the Masquerade stream, and as Annie and Anthropocene every other Tuesday with DB as the storyteller. Those are the two streams I'm in? I think those are the two streams I'm in right now.
Right now. All right. DB.
No, you go first.
Okay, what do I do? I did recently pin a tweet with all the stuff that I do, or most of the stuff I do. So check me out on Twitter, Danielle Lanois, or on Instagram, and you can see connections to most of my other stuff. I also play Layseth on Roll for Weird. Oh, hi, Hershey Bear. I've got puppies who are coming downstairs.
Hey.
I play Gwyn on Doom Clock, which is wrapping up soon. Mm-hmm. I play Whiskey on the Eclipse podcast. I am the DM for Crits and Knits. We will be back next Wednesday with another episode, and tomorrow our podcast episode of episode 2 should be coming out. So if you missed the stream and you just want to catch up on the story, podcast is coming out. It's about 45 minutes-ish long, so not too bad.
Like me.
I am half of the creative disasters here on That's Pretty Crafty. And what else? Is that everything that I do? That might be everything that I do. I don't remember anymore. It's complicated. There's a lot of my life. I feel like I'm missing something.
I don't think you are.
Okay, good. Maybe it's just that I have a bunch of ideas that are in progress. It happens.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's I have a bunch of home things going on, and I'm like, wait, no, that's not a stream.
Too.
That's not a stream. That's not a stream. Okay.
Yep. Yep. And DB, your turn.
Okay, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram as Deebles_Todd. I am let's start here. I'm the storyteller for Roll for Weird. I am also on Crits and Knits as Nalitha. I I am the other half of the disaster creators for this show, as you have seen. And then we're gonna we'll hop over to 20-Sided Adventures, where I play a runaway space princess. And then we go over to the Nerd Asylum,
Where
I
you
spend
just are
most
there.
of my times. Yes, I play Lindsay Havoc on NA by Night. I am the storyteller for Anthropocene.
I think that's it
Really?
For now?
for
Yeah.
now.
For now, we have some things are coming back. We're having new shows start soon. Oh, I'm in Avatar.
Oh, that's right, Avatar.
I
'cause it
play
just started.
Zola. Yeah, we're only 2 episodes in. That comes out again on Saturday.
It's very fun.
Cool.
It's very fun. And I think
Don't
that
forget
is everything for me.
GooseCon.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Also, if you like us and would like to support us, please consider becoming a patron.
Yes.
It helps us make things.
We make a lot of things around
We
here.
make a lot of things around here. Yeah.
Think about coming to GooseCon. Coming up
Think
in the
about
fall.
Supporting
Support
GooseCon now.
The Kickstarter. Yes.
Yes, please.
Because if the Kickstarter doesn't get funded, then we will not have GooseCon, and that will
Think
be very
Garundu
sad.
can't come to the United States.
And we really want him to come here. It would be wonderful.
Yeah. If all else fails, do it for Garundu.
Do it for Garundu.
There we go.
For Garundu.
We'll have to fix that Simpsons meme of the do it for her and just change it to
Do it for
Garundu.
Garundu. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It'll be wonderful. Join us
Yep.
on Discord. Got a
Yes.
wonderful Majestic Goose server over there, so take a look at that.
Yep. Follow us on all social medias at the Majestic Goose Network.
Yes. And if you want to follow us specifically, we are crafty_pretty on Twitter, and that's Pretty Crafty on Instagram, where we will
Right.
eventually get pictures of these in progress. Maybe.
Have we ever?
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Oh, I don't think we did it for the wreaths, which is some things that we actually finished on
Yeah.
stream.
I saw a picture of
I did-
wreaths
I put mine
at one
up.
point.
Somewhere.
Oh, I did not put mine up, apparently.
Oh.
I did come home with it on my door
Oh, nice.
from Georgia.
Oh,
mama-
that's cute.
Yeah, Mom had hung it up, and then she was like, is it going to draw moisture? Is it going to fall apart before DB gets home?
Right.
It's fine. Well, it's between a, like, screen door and a...
Okay,
like,
a door.
So it should be...
Oh, it's outside. I thought you meant like on your bedroom door. Now I know why she's concerned.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna
So-
say like I don't think that's actual food, so I don't think you need to worry about it.
I had one that I did. It came up in a Facebook memory thing on one of the few days I logged into Facebook. And I made that in 2011. And I shellacked it, like covered it in spray shellac. And it lasted a couple of years. I think it might still be in my box of wreaths in the garage, but I haven't changed my wreath out for a while.
Fair.
And I got another
It's fine.
one that I used for Valentine's Day. So
Fine.
if it is there, it's still in a box, and maybe I'll explore
That's-
and see what condition it's in.
That's fair. But yes, thank you, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye, all.
Bye.
Uh-oh. Wait, how do I end this?
Oh, no.
I forgot. That's right.
forever.
I'm doing that. Okay, there we go. Bye, guys.